stopped, for about a week and a half after, that pain in my chest and stomach was still there. And that's when I was like, I think I need to sue. Like these people, there's people suing that because they have a paralyzed stomach.
You should jump on this bandwagon.
Well,
yeah.
now I'm back. I feel better. So I'm going to start with a low dose again. But it's like, look, I'm honest with people. That's why people are happy that I'm sharing my story. I would do it again. I've lost 40 pounds. It has changed my life. And I'm going to start with a very small dosage. But I literally, for like 6 out of the 8 weeks, was like, okay, what also was my final straws? I was supposed to go to Durier's in Montauk. Durier's is the best in Montauk. I had a friend visiting in Sag Harbor. And the day came and I'm like, I don't say no. I work through everything. And I was like, I'm not going to go. And then eventually this friend said, okay, let's just boil this down. It's a 45-minute drive to Montauk. We're going to be eating when we get there. That's the point of going to Durier's, best seafood. And you literally are out of bed for 30 seconds and you keep running back to lay down. I don't think we're going today. And then when we didn't go and the whole day's plans got derailed because I was so physically sick. Yeah. I'm like, that's not me. Like, I don't miss things. I've worked through it. I've done multiple shows with you, sick as a dog. No one will ever know. I'm not that person. But that's what I was like, okay, I've really been miserable for 6 out of the 8 weeks. Like, what am I doing? It's just the
you're smiling. This is why you're happy the past 2 episodes.
Oh, no, it's not.
Look,
it's not. Everyone said
you're
that.
Not going back on it.
I am. I'm going to go on a small dose.
Okay, but it's going to result in the same thing. Novo Nordisk, who puts out Ozempic. Novo Nordisk. Yeah. Like, you're amazing. People love you. Nobody is going, when you pass in hospice in 30 years, no one is going to go, oh, do you remember in 2023, he weighed 140?
I know that.
Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. You're way more than that. Your friends adore you. Oh my God, our friends Dario and Luis here, who are uber fans of yours from Toronto. I mean, people love you for way more than that. I have news for you, and I'm going to be here for you when it doesn't work, going back on it. Novo Nordisk publishes for people. Most people, 70% of people stop using Ozempic within 2 years of taking it because the side effects are so gnarly. They have to do other things. They take other drugs. There are people who are severe diabetics. They stay on it for life because their bodies are so fucking jacked. They have to have it. But I'm not surprised. Good for you for being truthful. I'm
starting and also I was at a very high dose. I'm going to draw the syringe to point to like 5 versus I was at 45. I'm going to do 5 just to get it back in my system a little bit. But at least I'm being honest. And people that have started it through me a lot of them have DM me of like, I don't know how you stayed with this. I'm out. And I'm like, I'm not pushing it. I'm just saying I have someone that will do a true medical exam if you want.
I just have a girlfriend that spent last weekend in the hospital for starting Wegovy or Mounjaro, and she was projectile vomiting so badly. She ended up going into the ER. And she said, never again. And she's beautiful. She probably has 15 pounds to lose. That's it. She's stunning. I don't know where she's going to go from here. I'm like, I'm always here for you. I love you. I don't know. Maybe she does have diabetes, but
I just wish the people that admit that they were on it, forget. Okay, so Erica says she's not. I mean, I can't force someone to admit it, but the ones that admit it, like Dolores has admitted she's on it. I wish like a Dolores would say, let me tell you what it's like. Because there's no way. I don't care about the smile on Dolores's face, the smile on Margaret's face. I'll think of someone else. Like, there's no way that someone is on any of these drugs and just, oh, you know what? I have no side effects. There's no way. I have to tell you, I have a very high tolerance. I don't get a flu shot. I don't get, like, I'm one of those people that if the side effects should be 0 through 10, I'm 90% of the time with something a 1. Like, it never hits me, never. So for me to get this, I'm just like, there's no way that people aren't. There's no way you could be on this and be like, oh no, it's not bad. It's bad for everyone. I don't think people are admitting it. I really don't.
No,
I mean, people like Amy Schumer are and stuff. They're saying but I'm going to go back on small, but like, I'm like 2 weeks sober. And I have to say it took about a week and a half to really, like, I mean, the knots in my stomach it was
to go
like,
away.
I truly thought, like when Sharon Osbourne says that her stomach is paralyzed, I'm like, I think that's what this is. Like and I really thought this is just my new normal. I'm going to have this stomach pain for the rest of my life. And that was not, no, that is not worth being thin. But you didn't win the war, Sarah. I'm going back on. We're not fighting here. I'm just sharing this with everyone.
I don't want to win
know.
the war. I just want to
know.
offer people an alternative, which is, you know, I've seen this. So many other podcasters are now coming out because everybody already knew they were on it. And they're saying, oh, yeah, I was on it, blah, blah, blah. I give you credit. Most people are going to be off it within 2 years of taking it. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Like this idea. And again, for people that are morbidly obese and have severe diabetes, those are 30% of the population. It's going to work. 70% of the population are taking it for vanity, and it's not going to work for most of those people. And I think the hardest part is I'm here for you when you come off it. And because I think a lot of people are going to be very depressed because you have to change so many things. You know, we emotionally eat and we have so much shit. I preach this, whatever.
No, and I get it.
Crap in our food, and that keeps people addicted. And it's not your fault. It's unless you learn food and where it comes from. And the hard part about food is the stuff that we're supposed to be eating takes a lot of time to eat. And the best thing to do is farmers markets, which can be expensive, or grow your own. No time. I know. So it's, but you have enough money to get Whole Foods delivery or Erewhon. You know, and you have to change a lot of things, and that's hard. The best book for people to read is called Women, Food, and God. It even applies to men, so she should change the title, but it's a great starting point if you are unhappy with your weight. It's awesome. But I love you. I don't care. I mean, try it again. I always tell people, try it. And people go, oh, you fucking hate Wegovy Manjaro. You think, no, I just read what the company puts out. I'm not telling you anything the company doesn't tell you, but people don't want to hear that. They believe.
Also, I just want to say,
it isn't the new Botox, because in all my years and all my friends, and I'm 41, I've had Botox for a long time, and I know everybody and their mothers had it. Not that many people have reactions. Way fewer people have reactions to Botox than they do to Wegovy and Mounjaro. Yeah,
honey, Botox
in the ER. It's crazy. You're not the only. This is nuts. Botox. Most people have it. They have no issues. They have issues if somebody that's shitty does it. That's the problem.
Right. You get the eye droop. No, I mean, and also just so you know, with this drug, the way it really works, I mean, besides drinking, like when you take it, you're not hungry. So if you listen to your body, you don't eat. That's how it works. When you do have hunger, you have to eat clean. So if you're on, this is how you get sick. If you're hungry and you now splurge on this, you haven't eaten in 2 days, but if you now splurge with 2 greasy cheeseburgers, which you're entitled to, you haven't eaten in 2 days, that combination, the grease, is what gets you. It's like when you eat not clean on this drug, that is how you get so sick. So when you think, it's not like Pavlov's dog, eventually you're going to crave something, and when you eat it, you get. So your friend, yeah. So I mean, I really was like, I'm like, wait, if I boil this down, like I had at the end like 6